Students, in my first video, we study how to detect hybridization. And today, we will design their shapes, that is, names of shapes of different compounds. How to detect hybridization? We apply direct n plus L rule. N plus L rule, that is, number of atoms around the central atom plus lone pairs in central atom. Or we can use half V plus M rule. It is for plus 1 standard. You are in plus 2 class, so directly apply N plus R rule. HCF4. Number of atoms around the central atom 4 plus lone pairs in central atom. Xenon group 18 element. It has 8 valence electrons. Out of these 8, it share 4. How much left? That is 4. So 2 lone pair. We got sp3d2 hybridization. Now we have to names the shapes. Give the shapes of these compounds. Before doing shapes, students, I am going to remind you, you have studied in valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, that is regular and irregular molecules. Regular molecules in which central atom is surrounded only by bond pairs, just like methane, PCl5. And irregular central atom is surrounded by bond pairs as well as definite number of lone pairs. All of these are irregular molecules, noble gases. In each case, there will be some definite number of lone pairs. So these are called irregular molecules. Now we are going to detect the shapes of these. Before doing shapes, students, please you should know. At first, when we apply half V plus N rule, that is for your plus 1, in plus 2 class we call it N plus N rule, students. Because we have studied P block, so we write directly N plus L rule. According to N plus L rule, N means atoms, number of atoms around the central atom, and L means lone pairs in central atom. We got 4. When we got 4, all of you know sp3 hybridization, 1 plus 3, 4. But for sp3 hybridization, case may be 4 plus 0. The second case may be 3 plus 1. And third case may be 2 plus 2. 4 plus 0 means it is regular. Central atom is surrounded by 4 bond pairs. 3 plus 1, 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair. It is irregular. Third case is 2 plus 2, 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair. All of them undergo sp3 common hybridization, but their shapes will be different. Example, methane, tetrahedral shape. Ammonia, 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair. It is trigonal pyramidal or pyramidal shape. Water, 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair. I write 2 plus 2. That is V shape when torrangular. In case you got the sum 4 according to N plus L rule, sp3 hybridization. But in sp3 hybridization, the case may be tetrahedral, may be trigonal pyramidal, may be V shape. 4 bond pair tetrahedral, 3 bond pair plus 1 lone pair pyramidal, 2 bond pair plus 2 lone pair V shape. Then please, according to N plus L, we got 5. N plus L rule, we got sum 5. Sum 5 means sp3d. sp3d. Again in this case, we have 4 sub cases, that is 5 plus 0. 5 bond pair, 0 lone pair. 4 bond pair, 1 lone pair. 3 bond pair, 2 lone pair. 2 bond pair, 3 lone pair. In each case, it is common sp3d hybridization, but shapes will be different. 5 plus 0, it is regular, trigonal bipyramidal. The rest are irregular because they possess definite number of lone pairs, 1, 2 or 3. 4 plus 1, seesaw. 3 plus 2, T-shape. And 2 plus 3, it is linear shape. And that's the examples. PCl5, trigonal bipyramidal, ClF3 T-shape. And next, students, according to N plus L rule, we got 6. Just like example HCF4. N plus L rule, number of atoms around the central atom 4 plus lone pairs in central atom. It is group 18 element, it has 8 valence electron, out of 4 it share, 4 are left. 4 are left means 2 lone pair. It is clear we got 6. 6 means sp3 d2 hybridization, 3 to 5 and 1 6. Now again First case may be 6 plus 0 for regular molecule, second may be 5 plus 1 and third may be 4 plus 2. 6 plus 0 octahedral, 5 plus 1 square pyramidal and third one 4 plus 2 that is square planar shape. And these are the examples. Now we are going to detect the shapes of these compounds. XeF4. Students, at first detect hybridization. Apply N plus L rule. You are in plus 2 class, directly approach to N plus L rule. Because in plus 2 we have studied group 15, 16, 17, 18. So we easily know number of valence electrons. Number of atoms around the central atom, they are 4. Plus lone pairs in central atom. It is group 18. It has 8 valence electrons. Out of these 8, it share 4. 4 are left. 4 left means 2 lone pair. It is clear 6. That is sp3 d2. In this case again same will come. Number of atoms around the central atom 5 plus lone pair. It is group 18. It has 8 valence electrons. Out of these 8, it share 4 with fluorine and 2 with oxygen. It is divalent. It share 2 electrons. 6 are shared, 1 is left. sp3d2. Again sp3d2 hybridization. Now today we are going to detect shape. Students, when the sum is above 4, at first we will design geometry. Central atom is xenon. If the sum is 5, 6 or 7, at first we will mention axial bonds. In symmetry, at first we will mention axial bonds. How much left? Sum is 6. In this case, sum is 6. 2 axial bonds they are mentioned. How much left? 4. 4 means square. Detect hybridization or shape. That's the question in your board exams as well as in your competitive exams. Whenever you sit in your competitive exams, one question definitely will be related to this. Now please come here. Which compound we are studying? XeF4. Why I designed this geometry? Because the sum is 6, sp3d2. When sum is more than 4, at first design axial bonds, 4 left square. In this case, all bonds are 90 degree. Axial they are 90 degree. These are equatorial bonds, 4. Divide 360 by 4, we got again 90. All bonds are 90 degree in this geometry. So we have to give symmetry. We mention fluorine in square position. 2 lone pairs are left. It is clear it is 4 plus 2 case. 1 lone pair below and 1 above. Now what's the name of this shape? That's square planar. Already mentioned in the table. That is four plus 2 case, square planar. That's the table, students. You should learn this table only. After this, the next is XeOF4. Easily, within seconds, you can mention hybridization, you can mention shape. Apply N plus N rule, 6, sp3d2. sp3d2, it is 6 above 4. Again central atom xenon, mention axial notations, then go for 4 left square. Now the compound is XeOF4. Students, all bonds are 90 degree. F will come to square positions to give symmetry. 1 oxygen and 1 is lone pair. Oxygen is divalent, so I write double bond. 1 is lone pair. That is your 5 plus 1 case. You can mention also oxygen above, then lone pair will be below. What's the name of this shape? 5 plus 1, square pyramidal. Square pyramidal. Next, give the shape of SF6. Atoms around the central atom 6 plus lone pair, sulfurize 6 valence electrons, all are shared 0. According to N plus L rule, we got 6, that is sp3d2. What we have to mention? Design the geometry for sp3d2 at first. Student, it is clear it is regular molecule because sum is 6 and surrounding atoms are 6. 6 bond pair and 0 lone pair. all positions are occupied by bonded atom, that is fluorine. It is your regular molecule. And what is the name of this shape? Geometry is octahedral, shape is again octahedral. Students, please notice carefully, for regular molecule shape and geometry will remain same. For regular molecules shape and geometry will remain same because in shapes only bond pairs are included, and in geometry bond pair as well as lone pairs are included. What is the difference between shape and geometry? In shape only bond pairs are included. It means for regular molecules shape and geometry will remain same. For regular molecules shape and geometry will remain same. In shape only bond pairs are included. In geometry both bond pairs and lone pairs are included. Regular molecule they have zero lone pairs, so shape and geometry will remain same. Now what's the shape, students? That's the geometry at first we design, and then what we give the name of the shape? Square planar. Only bond pairs included. You should know what's the difference between shape and geometry. After this we are going to study the shapes of these compounds, students. XCF2, XClF3, SF4, PCl5. According to N plus L rule, what we got in each case? We got 5, students. N plus L rule. Number of atoms around the central atom plus lone pair. It is group 18 noble gas. 8 electron out of 8, 2 are shared, 6 are left, means 3 lone pair, 5. Group 17 element, 7 valence electrons. We apply N plus L rule. Number of atoms 3. It has 7 valence electrons, 3 are shared. How much left? 7 minus 3, 4. 4 means 2 lone pair, again 5. SF4. Sulfur has 6 valence electrons. 4 it share. According to N plus R rule, we got 4. It has 6 valence electron. 4 it share. 6 minus 4. 2. 2 means 1 lone pair. Again 5. PCl5. Number of atoms around the central atom 5. Phosphorus has 5 valence electron. It is group 15. All of these share 5. But students, shapes will be different. Hybridization is common. In each case we got 5. That is sp3d hybridization. Hybridization is common in each case, sp3 dehybridization, but shapes will different. It is 2 plus 3 case, it is 3 plus 2 case, it is 4 plus 1, it is 5 plus 0. Again 5 plus 0, trigonal bipyramidal shape, 4 plus 1, seesaw, 3 plus 2, T shape, 2 plus 3 linear. That's the difference. XCF2 students at first. What's the sum 5? When sum is 5, at first we design geometry. Sum is above 4, at first mention axial notations. Design axial notations. How much left? 3, because sum is 5. 2 already mentioned, 3 are left, that is 3 means trigonal. In this case, at first we design this geometry. For sp3d, at first design this geometry and then give shape. It is XCF2 students. 2 bond pair and 3 lone pair. Remember, in sp3d hybridization, lone pair always occupy equatorial position. Lone pair always occupy equatorial position, otherwise your shape will wrong. Why it goes to equatorial position? Because according to Weissenberg theory, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, repulsions are maximum at 90, less at 120 and least at 180. Now it is clear, axial bond it is 90 degree. These are equatorial bonds. Students, these are equatorial bonds. 360 divided by 3, what we got? 120. These are at 120 degree and it is 90 degree. It possesses two types of bond angles, 90 degree and 120. In this case, all bonds, they are 90 degree. All bond angles were 90 degree. So we give preference to the symmetry. In this case, lone pair always comes to equatorial position, and it is clear if the compound possesses one lone pair for sp3d, it will cover this position. It has two lone pair, one above, one below, or maximum 3. All of them are at equatorial positions. Then all 3 equatorial positions will be covered. That's the case. Either one lone pair, either 2 lone pair or 3 lone pair for sp3d. If it is one lone pair, mention here. 2 lone pairs, mention at these 2 positions. 3 lone pairs. Mention all these 3 positions. Now please XCF2. 3 lone pair. All 3 positions. 1, 2 and 3. Mention F and mention F. What is the name of this shape? Linear. What is the difference between shape and geometry? In shape only bond pairs are included, just like berylliumite. And in geometry both bond pairs and lone pairs are included. Regular molecules have same shape and geometry. Next students, come to ClF3. ClF3, it is clear 3 plus 2, that is sp3 dehybridation. Because the sum is 5. We have studied yesterday in my video how to check hybridation. N plus L rule, sp3 dehybridation. Remember N plus L, that's the short trick. Now please design symmetry. Cl is central atom, it is 5 above 4. Whenever the sum is above 4, mention axial notations and then go for equatorial. Sum is 5, 2 are axial notations, 3 left, so I mention trigonal. 4 left, I mention square. If 5 left, I mention pentagonal. ClF3, it is clear, it has 3 bond pair. It means lone pairs are 2. What I told you before 2 minutes, when 2 lone pairs, they go to which position? One at this and second at this. Now rest is F. How many? 3. 1, 2 and 3. What is the name of this shape? Students, that's your which letter? It is T. It is your T letter. In shape only bond pairs are included. So the name of the shape is T shape. Third one is XF4. SF4, we know it undergo sp3 dehybridation. Without wasting time, we have done 4 plus 1, 5. Again sum is 5. What we have to do? At first design axial notations. Then 3 left, trigonal. Students, it is the case 4 plus 1, 4 bond pair and 1 lone pair. If it is 1 lone pair, what I told you, it goes to this position. sp3d lone pair always goes to equatorial, never goes to axial, because axial is at 90 degree. But sp3d2, we mentioned these lone pairs at axial, all bonds are 90 degree. Give preference to the symmetry. F4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. What is the name of this shape? All of you know, seesaw. Now the last one is left, PCl5. We have studied in PCl5, phosphorus undergo sp3 dehybridation. According to N plus Z rule, we got 5. Again we got 5, sum is above 4, 2 axial and 3 in trigonal position, that is equatorial bonds. It is your regular molecule. There is no lone pair because it is 5 plus 0 case. And what is the name of this shape? Trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. Students, last time that's the question. Mention the shape of PCl5 and does all bonds in PCl5 are equivalent? Does all these bonds, that is axial as well as equatorial bonds, they are equal? No. Our answer is no. Axial bond is always larger than equatorial bond because axial bond is at 90 degree and equatorial at 120. Repulsions are more at 90 degree, so it elongates more. That's all for your assignment. Please mention hybridation and detect shapes for XeO F6, XeO4, Br F3, NH3, and last one is iron SO4 2 negative. Please mention hybridation and detect their shapes. Thank you.